Good morning, one and all. This is Sandhya Rani from TTWRTC Kottagudam at Palvancha. Today, I am going to teach the topic that is types of offer. So, which is taken from the subject of business law. So, before going to know our topic, let us know about what is offer, who can give this offer. So, here what we are seeing, offer plus acceptance equal to contract. So if we want to make a contract, we should have the offer and acceptance. So here offer can be given by the one party and acceptance given by the another party. So here who is giving the offer? The person who is giving the offer is called offerer, and the person who is accepting that offer is called offeree or acceptor. So if we want to make a contract, we must and should have the two parties, that is one is offerer and another one is the offeree or acceptor. So here we are having the brief meaning of offer, that is a contract lies on the basic block called offer. So here if you want to make one contract, what is the basic block in the contract? The basic block is offer. So without the offer we can't do the contract. An offer is usually understood as a proposal. Here we also call the offer is known as proposal. So who can give this offer? So according to the section 2 subsection A of the Indian Contract Act, an individual is said to have made the offer. So here the individual person can give the offer to the another person. That another person may be an individual person or a large number of public, but the offer is given by only one individual person, and it can be accepted by any individual person or large number of public. So here what it is saying, an individual is said to have made the offer when he implies to another his red lines to do or to avoid doing anything with a perspective to getting the consent of the another. So here with the perspective to getting the consent of that other. So consent, here consent means what? When two parties is having the same state of mind upon the same thing. So here the persons who are going to make the contract, they have the same state of mind upon the same thing. Their ideas can be in the same way only, then only they will make a contract. So we are having types of offers. There are specific offer, general offer, express offer, implied offer, cross offer, standing offer and counter offer. So we are having the general offer. What is the general offer? So general offer means when we are giving an offer to the large number of public. So here we are giving normal offer to public. It can be accepted by any individual persons or group of individual persons. They can accept the offer by fulfilling the terms and conditions of the offerer. So here we are giving normal offer to the large number of public. So then it can be accepted by the individual person by fulfilling the terms and conditions of the offerer. It is called general offer. Next one we are having what? Specific offer. Specific offer means what? Specific, the word itself is saying that is specific. So specific is nothing but here when an offer is given to the special person or specific person, it can be called specific offer. Then who will accept the specific offer? So here when we are giving that specific offer to the special person, so here it can be accepted by that special person only. So for example, here one example, Sandhya offers to buy a car from Sona rupees for 10 lakhs. So here Sandhya offered to buy a car from the Sona. So from the Sona, Sandhya want to buy a car for 10 lakhs. Here, who is offerer? Sandhya is offering a offer to the Sona. So if Sona want to like that offer, she will accept that offer. Then they will make one contract. So here, Sandhya is the offerer and Sona is the offering. Sandhya is giving offer and Sona is accepting that offer. Then they will made one contract. So here we are having the difference we already discussed in the topic. General offer made to the whole world at large. So here what we have discussed is general offer is made to the large number of public. It can be accepted by any individual person or group of individual persons. Then specific offer made to some specific person. Already we discussed what specific offer is given to one specific person only in that general offer. So general offer can be accepted by any person having notice of the offer by doing what is required under the offer. So it can be accepted by any individual person from that public or group of individual persons only. Next, specific offer. Specific offer can be accepted by person to whom it was made. So specific offer can be accepted by the whom it can be accepted by the specific person whom the offer is made. That person only accepts the specific offer. So here having one case study, that is Carlyle versus Carbolic Smoke Ball Company. So here what is the example? So Carlyle is a lady and she accepts one offer which is given by the Carbolic Smoke Ball Company. What is that offer given by that smoke ball company means? So a smoke ball company advertised in the newspaper that whoever would take smoke balls manufactured by it according to the printed instructions would not contact influencer. So here company made one advertisement in the newspaper who want to take that smoke balls according to the instructions given by that company. They will with the person it will make one contract. Here that company also reward an offer, that is it will give $100 to the acceptor who accept the offer. So next one is Harbhajan Lal versus Harcharan Lal. It is also example for the general offer. Next thing is what? Express offer and implied offer. So express offer, when an offer is expressed by words spoken or written, it is termed as the express offer. So what is the express offer means? When we are giving our offer by giving the words or in the written format, so it is called express offer. It is nothing but what? For example, we take the parties A and B. A writes a letter to B for he want to sell his car for 2 lakhs. He write a letter to sell his car to the B. So it is in the letter, it is in the written format. Here the offer is in the written format. So next one is implied offer. So implied offer means what? An offer which is not expressed in the words or in the written format or in the any oral format. It can be only implied by the conduct of the parties, circumstances of the case, and etc. So here there is one example for the implied offer. What is the example? Example of implied offer: a bus company run buses between India Gate to Kashmiri Gate. So a buses company want to run their bus between the India Gate to Kashmiri Gate. So it normally runs its buses. It made one offer. That is what? Implied offer. What is that implied offer means? What? The people who want to travel in between this route, they can easily travel by paying some money to the some money to the bus conductor or for the bus driver. So it is one of the implied offer. It is not said in the words or any in the written format. It is an implied offer given by that bus company who want to travel in between the route of India Gate to Kashmiri Gate. They can easily travel, they can easily travel in the bus by paying some money to the that conductor or any driver. So it is the example for implied offer. So here we are having one cross offer. So cross offer means what? When the both parties are giving, when the both parties are making offers to each other, so by unknowingly. So here what it is saying, two offers similar in all aspects made by one party to the other. So here both the parties are making two contracts. What that is what? In ignorance of each other's offer. So by unknowingly, that both parties are making two offers to each other. So we are having one example, that is Shyam made an offer to Ram to sell his car for rupees 20,000 to post. So Shyam made one offer to sell his car to 20,000. Shyam, he made one post to the Ram. So on the same time Ram also made one offer to the Shyam to the post. So by unknowingly they are keeping one contract, they are creating one contract between them, they are offering their own offer, so they are crossing. So Shyam made an offer to the Ram, and at the same time Ram also made an offer to the Shyam. It is the example for cross offer. So next it is also one of the example for cross offer. So standing offer. So here we are having the standing offer. So what is the meaning of standing offer? So here standing offer is also known as open offer or continuing offer. So here standing offer can be stayed for the specific period of time. So it can have the some specific period of time. So in that specific period it can be withdrawn. This offer can be also withdrawn before the acceptance of the acceptor. So it is called standing offer. So next we are having the counter offer. Counter offer means what? When an offerer makes an offer to offeree and offeree with some modifications in it makes converse offer which makes initial offer void. So here what means? So here offerer. So the person who is offering an offer is called offerer. So here offerer is making one contract, giving one offer to the offeree. So in return, by accepting of that offer, what the offeree is saying, he is giving some conditions. So he is accepted, but he is accepted unconditionally. He can only accept that unconditionally. It means normally offerer is giving an offer without any terms and conditions. In return, the acceptor is accepting that offer by making some conditions. So this counter offer. So for this counter offer, by changing some modifications, he is giving some offer to the main offerer. So by changing that modification, it will make the contract as void. So counter offer means, are you understand? So when an offerer made an offer to offeree and offeree with some modification in it makes converse offer which makes initial offer void, and the other comes into existence which reverse the party from offerer and offeree, offeree to offeree and offerer respectively. This type of offer is known as counter offer. So here offerer is giving one offer to the offeree, and offeree in the same way by accepting that he is accepting that offer by some conditions, so it is called counter offer. So it is having one consequence, that is, by making the counter offer it may leads to lapse of offer. Lapse of offer is nothing but what? Cancellation of main offer. So by making that counter offer it may leads to lapse of main offer. So thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity for me. I would like to thank our RS Praveen Kumar sir, our principal ma'am, and my lecturers for giving a great opportunity for me. Thank you one and all.